Art Nouveau. Artists use installated images, swirling twisted and elongated forms. Shapes have an S design. They use flat, bold colors. The main things artists paint were planets, birds, and figures that usually were based on elegant, young, graceful dancers.
Fauvism. It was only used pure brilliant color, applied aggressively straight from the paint tubes to create a sense of explosion. It rejects the traditional three-dimensional space, using the movement of the color to create the sense of space.
Expressionism. Expressionism is an artistic style in which the artist attempts to depict not objective reality, but rather the subjective emotions and responses that objects and events arouse in him. He accomplishes his aim through distortion, exaggeration, primitivism, and fantasy, and through the vivid, jarring, violent, or dynamic application of formal elements, the use of distortion and exaggeration for emotional effect.
Cubism. Modern art movement in which forms are abstract by using an analytical approach to the object and painting the basic geometric solid of the subject. Cubism is a backflash to the Impressionist period, in which there more of an emphasis of light and color.
Futurism. The Futurist painters made the ring of their repetitions of lines, brilliant colors, and blowing brushstrokes. Also, additionally, were creating the illusion of movement. They broke motion into small sequences and used a wide range of angles within a given time frame, all aimed to incorporate the dimension of time within the picture.
Abstract Expressionism. Basically abstract, they depict the forms not drawn from the visible world, emphasize spontaneous, free, and personal emotional expression. Mostly, it was improvised with intent to express the force of the creative unconscious art.
Dada. It was a movement concentrated in anti-war politics through the rejection of the prevailing standards in art through anti-art cultural works. It involved visual arts, literature, theater, and graphic designs.
Surrealism. Surrealism style uses visual imagery from the subconscious mind to create art without the intention of logical complexity.
Bauhaus. Bauhaus art was characterized by colorful, abstract, and geometric figures.
Pop art. Use common everyday objects to portray elements of popular culture, primarily images in advertising and television. The images are presented with a combination of humor, criticism, and irony. It eliminated the distinction between the fine art and commercial art method.
Minimalism artists attempt to rid their works of any extravisual association. Use of the hard edge, the simple form, and the linear rather than painterly approach was intended to emphasize two-dimensionality. Personal, gestural elements were stripped away in order to reveal the objective, purely visual elements of painting and sculpture.